Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Hey, Mr. Steve, how you doing, buddy? Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for us if you would. Share it out if you know how to share the live stream. Mr. Bob Bruce, what's going on, buddy? Can y'all hear me all right? Does it sound good? Picture good? Local life, what's going on, buddy? Same where you was fishing on Big PD. Getting them monster brams. Yeah. Can't see the gray as bad now. Look, 10 years younger, don't know what mean you can't see all that gray is good. Hey, Gordon. Gordon Bright's made it in, y'all. NDT show made it. Y'all, we had our first Gerraldfarms hats made. I dropped a picture of a couple of them. Carried the whole first batch with us to the racetrack last night and sold out. I don't even have a hat to show y'all on the live tonight. I reckon that's a good problem to have. We didn't have a good night at the racetrack. We had a good time. They had it was a Mid-East modified touring series and a Southeastern modified touring series combined there. I think there was 32 cars, and we didn't make the main race. Hey, but we had fun and got our butts handed to us, and we'll go back next time. Hey, Real Life Ron, what's going on? We are doing good. Hope you are too. No rain here today. IP Farms, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for us. Senior Firewood Hound, Larry Hodel. Appreciate you dropping in there, Larry. Yeah, we had a good time. Mr. Gordon showed up at the race last night. Didn't tear nothing up. That's a plus. All it's got to be is cleaned up and get ready for next time we decide to go. Lakeview's off now until August, I believe. I'm sure we'll travel some later in July. Good luck with the water leak, IP. Fields are a little flooded, 3 inches of rain today. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, I hate it was so late. They had so many cars there, and it was late. I didn't get home. We pulled up in our yard at like 10 minutes after 3 this morning. And the racetrack's not far at all from me, so I do feel bad for them people that drove an hour or two to get there to race. That would have been daylight getting home. Is that air conditioner too loud in the background? Do I need to cut anything down? Hey, Mark, what's going on, buddy? We got 10 people in and 7 thumbs up. Had a bunch of help at the track last night. Little Easton, that y'all see in here in the chat a good bit. He hung out with us a lot last night, helped us with the car. Had 2 GoPros on the car, and my new GoPro's malfunctioning, and every bit we record on it, I cannot get it to share it off the memory card. And my old one, I had the new one going out the front of the car and the old one going out the back. And whoever tried to cut the old one, the one on the back, didn't cut it on proper. And the new one recorded, but I can't get it off the SD card. So we got to look and see how much my daughter recorded on my phone to see if we got enough to make a video. If not, onward and upward. She's doing a real good job with the recording for us, helping us at the track. That's awesome. And Brandon, they've got to go to Duke this coming Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, for the see what their next step's going to be with his treatments. No, I just did get back in time today. I mean, I come sliding up in the yard. Mr. Ed just dropped the video. And I think Rick dropped the video. So I'm giving them plugs and they ain't even in here. How about that? So what's everybody been up to the weekend? Look at the weather for this week. We're leaving, I think we're going to the mountains this coming Friday on vacation. Heading up to Tennessee. $90 degrees. Yeah, that's pretty warm. Ron's doing the day job. It was hot at the racetrack yesterday. We're thinking seriously about putting some air conditioner in our trailer. Just fishing. It's been too hot to do much. Yeah, it was hot at the racetrack. It's 79 degrees here right now. Feels like 84. Hey, Midwest. Alice, what's going on, buddy? Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for us if you would. It's about 40 to 50% chance here every day this week of rain. Got a bump on my nose. When we get back from vacation, if the weather's good, we should start laying hay down. We went and looked at it yesterday, and everything's looking good. As long as we get the next good break we'll get after next week. Got to go fried chicken and rice on the table. That sounds good, Ron. Yep, there's your Brandon Strong stickers, and that's what I got behind me over the wall plug tonight. The stickers for the Brandon Strong that we're selling, and there's the link. Hey, Russell Diller. Appreciate you dropping in. I can't remember if anybody said that they was going to be in the Tennessee area around the 4th of July or not. Last year we got to meet up with, dang, totally forgot his name now. Britt Farms. Brandon and them are going Wednesday up to Duke Hospital in North Carolina and trying to get some more answers up there, and still not much answers that I know of to share. But as soon as maybe they'll get some up there Wednesday. Sure missed some cutting hay this year, being a rough and a poor crop. Ours was looking good. Then we got that late frost here, and then it turned real dry. So we decided, to bush hog all of ours. And then after we bush hogged it, we started getting rain again, and it's doing great now. If we'll get dry weather to cut it. D&M Farms, what's going on? Also missed cutting hay this year. Sold off your hay field over the winter. Yes, sir. Brandon, he was at the track last night. Whoever was asking about Brandon there, he was at the race with us last night. He's a great big help, just like another son to us. There's Chuck D. Chuck got him one of the first runs of the Gerraldfarms racing hat. Sure did, brother, and I sure do appreciate it. And we got Miss Linda on the hood of the car too. I don't know if y'all even seen where we put it. We didn't get to do good last night, but hey, that's part of the growing pains. We weren't fast enough with that many cars there. We had to watch. I'm too dedicated to keep me down, though. Hey, Mr. Ed, what's going on, buddy? We got 15 in here and 11 thumbs up. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for us. I did record at TFD Customs when they was making our first hat of the run. So once I get that put together, that'll be a little short video for y'all. Making new throttle linkage parts for the 400. Good deal. Holy mercy, 112 degrees. Wow. Yeah, I saw it, Chuck. I saw David. I was standing up there. Yeah, I sure did. I hope it didn't mess the car up too bad, though, for David and y'all. Yeah, that's hot, Mr. Ed. Yeah, Mr. Steve Mack's on the money. He's the only thing keeps this train on the tracks. Hey, Outcast, what's going on? I'm glad you made it in. If everything goes good, we should be probably week and a half, 2 weeks. We should be back in the hay making some of ours. I've done a little bit of custom work making hay for other people, none for us. And I was a little concerned when we bush hogged ours a while back about how much of that we would get mixed in with our cutting when we do cut. And from what I'm walking in the fields and stuff, with all the heavy amounts of rain we had, this matted it way down in the ground. We shouldn't even pick enough of it up to even matter. Shouldn't. But that was a concern that I had. Our blueberries just started coming off. And time they started turning blue, I think the birds has got them all. The birds caught me sleeping and beat me to them. Hey, Matt and Andy, what's going on? Out riding around the farm all H. I was looking at my board the other day, Matt and Andy, and I saw y'all's name over there. And I see another American tradesman over here. It's off the screen. Was that y'all? Did y'all do a channel name change? I was just looking at something the other day and saw that. And don't ask me how I remembered it. Okay. As long as it didn't bend no frame or suspension stuff. Just cosmetic stuff sounds like it. So there, that's what I assumed it was, and I'm sure y'all said that back then. I just happened to see it up there. 116 for tomorrow. Yeah, 95 for Tuesday. Yeah, I think we've been in like the lower 90s, upper 80s. It was hotter than that a couple weeks ago, and then it's cooled back down, but we've been getting a lot of rain and storms coming through. That's what I told my wife last night. I said the good part about our bad luck last night was not making the big race. At least we didn't tear nothing up. At least we just got to load it up. Now we got to clean it and be ready. I think we're going to do some traveling, though, because Lakeview's off the whole month of July, and I think we're going to do a little traveling around and do some racing, maybe. Yeah, y'all sure do. It's last night was the last one. They don't race there in July at all. They take the whole month of July off. Then in August they'll fire back up, and if I ain't mistaken, we'll run all the way through November or something like that. 105. Wow, that's hot. Is that how hot y'all be all the time during the summer, or is this like an unusual hot streak for y'all? Tell Miss Becky we said hey to Ed. Let me grab me a drink. Y'all need anything? Tell Miss Steve hey. Does any of y'all's wives or any of y'all know how to do like sewing work? I need somebody to take a suit up for me. So I know I gotta have at least one friend that's wife or aunt does sewing work. It depends on which engine we run in, Mr. David. If we run in the 602 crate motor, we run an alcohol type fuel. If we're running a built motor, we run 110 octane. Well, ethanol fuel, alcohol. That's what I was thinking. It seemed early. You've been doing good, Mr. David. We don't see you around too much. I like to keep seeing them haying pictures you be sharing with us. Looks like y'all getting off to a good hay season too. No, I gotta have it taken up. The old one that you see me wearing, that's my old suit. I've got a new one, but I ordered it too big. We're fitting to block Gordon, y'all. But I know somebody got to know a seamstress. Gordon probably sews. Or Ed. If I had to ship it all the way to Ed's house and get Ed to seam it up and send it back, probably cheaper to get a new suit. Mr. David might sew. I can just cut the stitches out the seam on my old one. It worked good on it. Just finishing applying urea. I put out liquid or granular, David? Probably granular. Hey, 69, what's going on? I've got a whirlybird that I ain't never understood. I've played with it a time or two, but I ain't never understood how you really adjust them to know how much you're putting out. It's got a little chart thing on it, but I know hardly nothing about it. If I'm putting it out, me personally, I always put out liquid. That's what I have that I can put it out with. Hey, Kurt. If y'all just dropping in, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for us. We got 16 in here and 15 thumbs up. As soon as you finish it rain, that is on the money. When we be spraying ours, man, I would like for it to rain time I got finished. Or even sprinkling rain while I was spraying was good. Especially on the 574, man. You'd be sitting out there and at 100 degrees. That sprinkling rain would feel good. Patch of Heaven said he hit the thumbs up. Mark said be sure to hit it. Granular. I know a lot of people don't like putting the liquid out because it's so corrosive. Lee Harris made it in. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Anybody going to Rick's meetup in July? I think it's July. If I was there a bit closer, I'd be trying to go again, but I know how long a ride that is to Rick Bork's house. I didn't know if any of y'all were going to try to make it. Cheers and beers, Lisa. Yep, there you can get your Brandon Strong stickers if y'all want them to help out. There, that's what I got back there in the background. Brand new IVA sprayer. Okay, so the sprayer has come in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rick's doing some kind of get-together, meet-up or something in July. Yep, Lee's going. I'd love to go, but man, that's a haul for us to get there, y'all. It's like 22 hours, I believe. McLean Farms. Ryan, what's going on, buddy? You're a long ways from Rick and don't have a passport yet. But just as soon as we closing in on, we're going to try to get ours rescheduled up and get as many of y'all to come as we can so we can feed you and hang out for a weekend. Steve's got a passport. As soon as Steve gives me the green light that he's going to be able to get across that border, I'm going to find a date. Clint didn't specify, so it's in red. Y'all ain't gonna put up with that, Mr. David. Clint ain't gonna have no red equipment out there. Steve's got a passport, but they won't let him cross. Border still closed. You haven't needed one? You can find a way if you had to. I'm trying to think of the name of that show that we started watching on the internet here last week one night. Manifest. Any of y'all ever watching any of that? I don't know if it still comes on or not, but we watching it, streaming it, about the airplane where the people was on a flight and went through like turbulence, and when they landed, it was like 5 years later. Pretty cool so far. Yeah, it's been too long. Had it closed up tight. Yeah, I mean, so far it is. Me and my wife stumbled across it and we started watching it at night, and it's pretty good. It's not hard to find a hay field. Yeah, I think you should, Kurt. It's worth a shot anyway. I said, we've watched a few of them, and it's good. Oh, can I sit there? I never thought I would get into the zombie type stuff, and I got to watching some of that Walking Dead and really got into it at night, but no, I couldn't get nobody to watch that stuff with me. Trying to think of the one about the railroad tycoons when they was building the railroad. Excuse me, that I watched. It was real good too. I hate to admit it, NDT show, but I've probably seen The Walking Dead, the whole series, probably twice or more. Andy Griffin, same way. I've seen that thing so much, but I'll watch it tonight if I go in and it's on. I cannot think of the name of that show where they building the railroad. I like being able to string them and stuff, so I don't have to. I can watch. You get finished from one, and you don't have to wait a week to watch another. I like you can just continue watching stuff. You got all the episodes of Andy Griffin. No, I haven't seen all the Mayberry RFDs either. You don't watch much for TV. Hey, Jack Lindor. Appreciate you dropping in, buddy. Fill up. What's going on? Last time I went fishing was probably 8 or 9 years ago, and I've never caught a bass probably over that long, probably a couple ounces. Never bass fish. I would fish for brim, caught some big mudfish and catfish. Probably caught 15-pound catfish, just guessing. My wife's cousin does a good bit of bass fishing, fishes in tournaments and stuff, but I've never tried really. I like fishing for brim and stuff. That Local Life Outdoors in here, he does a lot of fishing stuff, Philip, or fill up. Farmer for Fun and Profit said fishing in 1964. Dang, you ain't been fishing since 1964, Mr. David? That was a long time ago. Yeah, man, there's a lot of catfish around here. You can get on Big PD and catch some monsters way, way bigger than 15 pounds. And catch some big mudfish, too. That's a fact. You do a lot of fishing field. We got 16 in the house and 19 thumbs up. 11 years when he was born, Kurt. Same thing I was thinking. Something right around that. Hey, John. What's going on, buddy? Done a lot of catfishing with a hand crank telephone. You try. Don't really catch much. That's why it's called fishing, not catching. I remember my cousin had one of them old phones. Man, that thing will shock you. We got shocked in an aluminum John boat with one of them one time. Sitting in Illinois right now. What y'all got going on, John? Depends on weather. The catfish, the deli has catfish on the menu. I eat a few fish. We're not big. My family here don't eat them really. They'll eat tilapia, which because it don't have. Excuse me. It don't have much of a trucking. It don't have much of a fish flavor. So they can handle that. The last time I went fishing, Phil, was probably spot fishing, to be honest, down at in the waterway. Me and a couple buddies. It was either on my pontoon I had or with my buddy in one of his boats. We'd go down there when the spots was running the spot fish. Mr. Steve likes gator, shark, and grouper. Well, Kurt, I appreciate you coming in, buddy. Have a good week. What, you waiting on another load, John? Or you out of drive hours? That's kind of weird. I see a little bit of the people talking about your drive hours and how that digital stuff, kind of tightens the leash on the drivers and what they can and can't do. But I've heard a lot of the old timers that, they're still running their own independent stuff, that it's about going to force them out if they don't go over to this new stuff. Load and go to Ohio. Look at there, y'all. SLC Farms made it in. Sorry you're late. You ain't late, bud. As long as you make it in, that's perfect timing. Your first boat sank on the way home. Been on electronic for years. Yeah, I know a couple older gentlemen that do trucking for themselves. They contract and haul grain and stuff, and I don't believe they'll switch over. I believe when it comes to the point and gets much more pressure on them, they'll just stop. Hope everything is going good for y'all up there, Brian. Fried chicken, homemade coleslaw, homemade fries for the family dinner. Everyone just left for the evening. That's awesome. Sounds good. I think I can make better coleslaw than you, though. I need to outfix you on coleslaw, Brian. I got a real good coleslaw recipe I'll share with you. Hey, Scott, what's going on, buddy? Chucky even ate some. That is awesome. Nelson is helping his father-in-law. We're going to see flowers. That's why everybody tells Steve Mack how they don't want Steve to put them in timeout. They be telling Steve, hey, don't even tell me, hey. Everybody just come in, hey, Steve Mack. Like, we know Jackie don't know how to put nobody in timeout. Steve does. You ain't gonna make it, okay. Good deal. Hey, we all have nights that we can't do nothing, can't do something we want to do. There might be hats on our link to where our merch is at, where we had the first run of them made Friday, and I picked them up yesterday morning, and we carried them to the racetrack with us and sold out. So he might have them on the TFD link. I'm not sure. So if you're interested in a hat, you can look on there. They're not on there. Okay. We'll get them on there this week for sure, though. There should be some stickers coming on there. The hats. And the hats look good. I shared a picture of a couple of the hats. And there'll be a video coming out of them actually making the first hat. I recorded them. They're the first one coming off of the embroidery machine. And I don't want to say yet who got the first one, but I'm pretty sure who got it. I'll have to check with my wife and make sure. No, but I don't even have one. That's the sad part. I got a video coming. There'll be a video coming out this week showing it. I might have one. Let me look on my phone. I shared a picture on Facebook. There's a picture of it on the embroidery machine. There's the picture I shared on Facebook. I don't know if y'all can see that. Black hat, purple, they're all Richardson hats. There's the orange one. There'll be any color you can imagine. And it'll have Gerraldfarms written on the side of the band, around the side small. Yeah, so I told my wife earlier, I can't believe I don't even have one to show on the live tonight. Yeah, there's a link. Mr. Steve got a link in for us so you can see it. Hey, Kayla, how you doing? I got a tropical storm. No, I don't know nothing about that tropical storm. Yeah, we carried them all. We got the first batch yesterday and carried them to the track. And shoot, before dark, we were sold out. Sold a bunch of shirts, stickers, sold a bunch of the hashtag Brandon Strong stickers raising money for Brandon's battle with cancer. Awesome. Hold on now, what we got? Waiting on some more rain, Kayla says. Jackie's YouTube studio is like a bunker. It is. Yeah, man, there's all kind of stuff in here. If y'all could only see all the stuff in here. I'm going to get a 360 camera and put up for members, and y'all can pay a membership and see everything. How about that? I think we can have memberships, but I haven't done it. Didn't want to upset anybody that might not want to pay a membership or ain't able to pay a membership. So really should think about it. We can make them need a green or yellow sticker for John Deere guys for Brandon Strong. Yeah, we could do that. My brother-in-law that makes all this stuff is a John Deere guy. We still got about 250 acres for first cut mixed grass left. Then right in the second. I guarantee you, with that much acreage, you're going to be right into it. If everything goes good, we leaving Friday going on vacation. As soon as we get back, we should be laying our hay down. We've done a right good bit of custom work so far that we haven't shared, but we should be in ours. Is looking good. Got 14,000 small squares so far, give or take. Yeah. You was bucking all them things single by hand out the field. That will be as hard of a task, amazing of a task it is with the equipment you got. I couldn't imagine doing it the way that we do the squares. There's the Brandon Strong link straight through the Tri-Fi's at Gerraldfarms. Yeah, I remember when we first started doing hay, we done all square. My son was he's 20 now. He was probably 9 or 10. My daughter was 7-ish. I would bale the hay as soon as the dew would dry. I'd bale about 350 square bales or so. My daughter would drive the truck, pulling the cow trailer, and me and my son would be back there stacking it in the trailer what time she was idling around. And sometimes I'd be by myself and I just let the truck idle with the door open. I'd stack bales and then run up there and turn the steering wheel, aim it where you needed it. Yeah, that's a lot. Brian's put up a bunch of hay already too, and Mr. David Clint has. He was real hay men there though, compared to me. Don't let her tell us that she bucks them bales. You got pictures to show different, eh, Mr. John? Yes, they got one of them fancy accumulators that ties. There's the first one I ever seen that ties. There goes Rick. We was talking about your meetup earlier, man. I'm promoting your meetup, and you want him in here to help us. Almost caught back up. The Borkster's in the house. He got that big fancy gate now. We can't sneak up on him. You ain't going to sneak up on him no way. But I think Michaela there, I don't know how he going to cage her up and introduce everybody to her when he gets there. July the 24th. Climb accumulator. Yeah, what are you going to do with the dog? You must going to shut her up. But there's no way you're going to be able to introduce her to everybody. Keep her from eating them up. Excuse me 1 second. I'm trying to find a small grain drill that we can do some planting in some cow pastures with. The dog will be full after the first one shows up. Yeah, we're looking for a drill. We can do some planting in some pastures, not really in the fields. Might do a little in some hay fields, but mainly in cow pastures. We heading to Tennessee for the week of the 4th. So if anybody's going to be in around Tennessee, we would let us know. We could try to meet up. That's what I would like to have. But I've seen some pictures and some people that plant in their, without no-till with the old conventional, and it still gets the job done, especially in a sandier soil. But also hear that they don't work. But I've heard people say they do work that way. But I would like to get like an 8 or 10 foot, something smaller that could fit in gates easy. We do have 16-foot gates on all of our places. We don't generally try to do the smaller gates. No, I still haven't found one. You got one for me? No. I've got a whirly bird, like the hold, say, 400 pounds. You just rent one. Yeah, that's what we have. We from our county agent, you can rent one. But generally, when you want it, is when everybody else is wanting it, and it's got a waiting list. And so we've just been looking, trying to run a. If we've seen a great deal on one, try to pick up one. Yeah, they are. They pretty much everything's gone up right now, I think. I reckon with everybody pushing money out in everybody's pocket just about, and that people that's got something they're going to sell it, I reckon I'm going to get me a little extra. That's it, okay. And I know nothing about them, really. Generally, we broadcast a lot and then drag. I've got a piece of chain link fence that we'll drag behind a golf cart or something, and it'll shake the seeds down to the ground. There's the link for our merch for the Gerraldfarms racing stuff. The hat should be up on there real soon. Right. Works good. I mean, normally for us, to work good, especially if we get rain. If you can catch it and broadcast it right before the rain comes and run that chain link and shake them down, and the rain will make sure it's got ground contact, and normally works pretty good for us. Sometimes we don't get the rain, though, and seems like we waste a good bit. What's going on, Llewellyn? Easier to meter to see. That's what I was saying a good bit earlier in the thing. That it's kind of hard to figure out how to know exactly how much you're putting out with the whirly bird. I don't know, Rick. I was talking about that earlier. That as soon as Mr. Steve, I'm trying to hold up on him. Mr. Steve is my right hand man on here. He runs the show pretty much for me. I just the face that everybody sees in the name. It's not gonna feel right if as soon as he can get me, tell me the border is gonna be open. Now I'm gonna pick a date, and we're still expecting the Berkshire to be here. I'm gonna run it by you though before I put it in stone, because I know you're gonna be one of the furthest ones coming. Steve runs the show. When I went up to Rick's place, I thought Steve was gonna put me off. Steve is the bouncer. Waiting on the Canadian border to open. That's right. Well, guys and gals, it's been just about an hour. I think I'm going to get ready to pull the plug on this thing and shut it down. And got a lot of service work to do this week. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all for supporting us here at Gerraldfarms. Look forward to seeing y'all next Sunday night on the live. And don't forget, we drop videos on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. Make sure you drop in and check them out. And shoot us a thumbs up in a comment. And y'all, everybody take care and have a good week. And the hay's looking good, Llewellyn. Y'all have a good one.